Hey guys, welcome to another episode. It's been a little while. Been mostly playing multiplayer, trying to get my mage up to snuff. I have to do a couple shrine runs. I want to get the Veil of Steel because we just weren't finding any items that I could use, so got a hold of that. Surprisingly, I'm not using Arcane's Valor. I still had to use an item I found in single player, but nonetheless, didn't have to use Arcane's Valor, so I'm pretty surprised. Did I just lose all my mana from those guys? Like, those aren't undead enemies, so I don't see why I would take... Yeah, wait, what? I'm gonna redo that. Oh. Man, I'm so used to playing my mage, I just turned on a mana shield for absolutely no reason. A terrible idea. Yeah, I don't even have music on. I gotta get with it here. I think there's a difficult boss ahead out there, so I'm gonna clear all I can below. I forget what it was though, there's something I felt like my wall wasn't doing anything. There we go. Oh. How unfortunate. Alright. I guess ideally I'm gonna wanna just fight the boss. I'm gonna just leave one space in between here and the wall so that I can back up and hopefully... Nope. I thought maybe the boss would cut him off. Alright. It took quite a few potions, but I guess that went fairly well. So, in news about, I guess, online playing methods, Evolve is going to shut down at the end of December, I think it is, of this year. Which kind of had me concerned because, you know, right now I think there's Game Ranger, there's Zero Tier 1, and there's Hamachi left that I know could run, like, this game multiplayer. But really I didn't see any other options. So I kind of got like curious and I was looking around and there's not really a lot of information online because I guess Evolve had a merger with a different company, Player.me, and it really seemed like Evolve, when they made this merge, they were quite satisfied. They said this is kind of what we wanted with the community, everyone to connect. So you know, the way they talked about it made it seem that there's going to be a way to connect with each other through LAN networks or whatever you might call those programs. And, you know, after searching through and asking people, it's like, yeah, it actually doesn't have that functionality. It's more of like a streaming service, which is unfortunate, but I guess the good thing is that they're starting a new venture, and it was, I think it was like Bravestring or something. It was really nice, the guy who helped me. He gave me a link, said that it's run by the same people who made Evolve, which I thought there would be a competition issue. You know, if you just get bought out or merge with a company, you may not want to have that other company. You know, want to have that company making something that's, you know, fairly similar to what you offer. But I guess because they are very different products, well, they're allowed to do it, or they came to some kind of agreement where it wouldn't interfere with Player.me. And I guess that makes sense because Player.me seems like they had a lot of other features besides streaming. And I didn't really care, obviously, because like I'm not someone who goes on like Twitch or anything like that. Like, I realize that it's there and that it's good for streamers. They have like a place to go. It's kind of just like YouTube to me, but you know, it's not like I'm going in front of 1 million people. There's like 2 or 3 people who watch these. So it really didn't appeal to me, but at the same time it was cool to see I guess this is fire. Cool to see some forward thinking and that they know there'd be a gap in the market. Maybe not a direct gap, because there's already like a pretty small number of services, and everyone seems to have a complaint about one of them. And the complaints usually run from, well, I just can't run it, to like, why does it have this feature? I think Evolve had something to do with like the microphone is automatically turned on. So it doesn't seem like there's a perfect one. Evolve seems to be the one that most people can run though, so I guess I'm happy in that sense. But with that gone, I just wanted like, you know, an easy transition, because people were asking, you know, how can I play this game on multiplayer? And it's happened quite a few times. So Mordor just thought, you know what, maybe in the README guide, I'll just make it so that you know, I make a mention to Evolve so you can play it multiplayer and you don't get like questions of new people wanting to play online and they not really knowing where they can play it.
Now where would I put this?
And I guess there's this, on the same lines of that, talk about how to condense the information that new players would want to know. And the standard thing is, you know, I think Ander and like Illyria and a couple others mentioned it. You make a player guide and you include all the important things like where drops, you know, the causal guide, where blue items drop. There's still one piece missing though. I guess Mordor eventually make it. It's, what are the drop tables for chests and stuff? Right now, all I seem to know is that they do drop higher things than what the normal enemies on that level would drop. So I kind of have an idea already, And it's not like, you know, I'm gonna go around and just like start opening up treasure chests. It seems like, well, for one thing, you die, you break all your potions, so it's kind of annoying to just go and break chests. But urns aren't really that bad. There's not too many bad things that happen with urns. But that would just be one last piece of information that the player base could use. They'd have all the drop information right there. Some people will read Gerald's guide, and Gerald's guide I think is like 95% of like what the hell uses. At least that's what I've been told. And then there's already the player guide, which I think handles a lot of just the basic questions about like ARD and, you know, the importance of DFE and all that stuff fairly well. There's like, we don't really have like a class guide right now. Dang, that guy hit me like 4 times in a row. But I'd say class guides are a little bit less needed. You know, someone, like, it's really upsetting for some people who just, like, they just treat this game like they would any other, like, kind of fun game. They would, you know, try it out for a weekend, like, oh, maybe I like this a little bit more, I'm gonna stick with it. And then they just find out that, like, they need, you know, a ton of magic on an assassin late game, or they don't need any, like, that much magic early game assassin. So you're kind of stuck in this limbo state where you can't wear anything. It's a lot of AC. Kinda makes me want to save it just for Uber Diablo. I mean, melee absorption's good in HP, but I don't know. It is a small item, maybe I'll just keep it. Oh, wait a minute. I'm gonna have to redo that. I didn't know that was another boss. I thought that was only on Doom mode that happened. I guess I was wrong.
Not enough mana.
Thanks to that aptly timed firewall, I was able to overcome that challenge. I swear I'll get better at it someday. they both have 2 DFE, so. Another one. Yeah, there's a lot of bosses on this level. Holy moly. Alright, round 2. There we go. Oh, what a terrible... It's a poor habit I developed. Basically, I get used to being interrupted when I try and heal, so I just use a potion and try and heal, but theoretically, if one of those goes through, which the potion always will, I shouldn't be wasting my time trying to heal. I should just commit to one or the other action.
Not enough mana.
That's kind of a cool interaction. If I stayed in this spot here, they wouldn't come around to the back of me. But if I moved here, it would be like off of where they could see, so then they go and circle around me. I might use these little V-neck corners a little bit more. Never really thought anything of it when I used it, but it's a pretty good transition zone. I already do have lightning ring. Alright. I don't think I'll need that in Purgatory, but maybe in Doom mode. Remember there is a boss, I'm trying to just not get close to him. Well, now that I'm not playing mage and I'm playing assassin, I actually sort of like the save game system. Like, on one way, it's kind of annoying when you have to redo things, but on the other hand, like when I mess up all my walls, which tends to happen a lot, I can't just like teleport away and, you know, change it or like reset up. It takes time that way, but you know, basically when I mess up the wall in this guy, it's like, well, you either waste a ton of potions, which means you have to restart. You don't have to, but I'm not going to go to town. Going to town's really takes a lot of the fun out of it, so. It's basically like you have to reload anyway. Alright, I think it is all clear. Very nice.
I can't carry anymore.
Oh, elixir vitality, very nice. I guess I can use it as a full healing potion. 147 dex. That's quite a bit of dex. But DFE is much higher. Armor class is almost doubled. And the melee resistance is almost doubled. So I guess now it would just be a matter of, can I separate Diablo from the other guys? And I think I can. I have Hydra, right? Yeah, I have Hydra. Okay. Oh, nice. It doesn't aggro Diablo whatsoever. That is very good. I think it's weird though, like, I was pretty sure in multiplayer he would always get aggroed, like with the whole pack, but maybe I just never tried this. Now I guess it's just a big potion fest. If I do take fast attack, I don't need that ring, which could be handy. Could replace it with something else. I don't really have any terrific options, to be frank. Ring of Purity is not bad. 3 DFE is better than none, I suppose. I shouldn't need lightning resist, but the AC is very nice to have. Then I have this belt. That should handle my armor class, actually. Then I'll go with, I don't know. Is DFE really that good? Or is this armor class better? It's having a ton of armor class. Oh, anyway, I'll need to go get some potions.
What ails you, my friend?
Oh, I do have Bone Spirit.
Hello, good friend. Hello, good friend.
Greetings!
Probably one of my items will break. It'll likely be my belt or helmet. Okay, the armor class on these just morphed. I did update to 520. That version did have some new base items, which is good to see that Mortar's backing at it. I was under the weather there for a little bit, so good to see that stuff's still going on. I don't know what new base items there are. Probably just some of the classes that have not been fleshed out as much as the Iron Maiden have. But now that these are only 1 armor class instead of 5, I might as well get rid of those. Tis garbage. Don't really want to buy full potions for this.
What ails you, my friend?
I feel like... Well, I can only buy 2, so it's a special occasion. Yeah, the DFE should go much better here.
Good day. How may I serve you? Good day. How may I serve you?
Don't think there's anything else I should take, really. That's maybe a little low on potions, but I'm gonna try without it to start. Just have to remember to myself, what do I need to cast here? don't think Bone Spirit's really going to do a whole lot at the start, but it could be wrong. Alright, let's give it a try, I suppose. Oh, whoops. Went too close. I don't know why the guy wouldn't get picked off. Oh yeah, these doors are funny. They look like there's three slots, but they're actually just one slot. Or something like that. Okay. Oh my god. How is that not firing at someone? Like, I know he's there. 100% he is there. 100%.
Not enough mana.
I don't really understand it. Maybe Hydras just have a much lower vision radius than when they're lower level. I don't know. Just try a little bit of Bone Spirit.
Not enough mana. Not enough mana.
Alright, so that does next to no damage.
Not even death can save you from me.
Well, the damage was like consistent, but it was consistently low. I guess I'll try just with the high AC. We'll see if that does very much at all. I seem to block and dodge quite a few attacks though, which was nice.
Not even death can save you from me.
Not enough mana.
Alright, let's get situated again. It'll regenerate a little bit, but getting all my potions back in stock is really quite essential, I feel. just a little low on damage there. Alright, well, the AC really didn't seem like it... I don't know. I mean, like, RNG is RNG, so you're never going to have it perfect, but I mean, it didn't really seem like it was crazy there. Also, I think 10% at 200% damage might be the right call here, just because, like, HP is nice, but at the same time, having, like, pretty much double your crit chance, I was only doing, like, 80 damage some attacks, so that's really just didn't seem like it was enough.
Not even death can save you from me.
I'll try flat reduction now. Some melee absorption. Still keep my AC high.
Not even death can save you from me.
Not enough mana.
Not even death can save you from me.
So even with all this AC, I'm just getting decimated. Melee reduction might be the best way to go. So I lose a lot of AC off that, but...
Not even death can save you from me. Dropping all that AC seemed to affect me. And also just having quick attack, it's just so slow in comparison. The damage was actually fairly good. I still think I'm too short to kill him, but I think the damage was actually pretty good. I'll try it this way. Not even death can save you from me. I survived so much longer like that. There's way more survivability with that shield somehow. I definitely noticed the attack speed is garbage, but... Oh, I do have another mana potion. Jeez. There we go.
I can't carry anymore.
So, a lot of that damage there was pretty much just him hitting himself. I didn't really realize that when I was fighting him, because every time he would knock me back, he would cast Apocalypse like 4 times in a row. And I don't know what the block chance is, but it seems quite high. I blocked probably 3 out of 4, or 4 out of 4 of all his Apocalypses when I was just sitting there attacking the air.
Now where would I put this?
Ooh. 3 spell levels. It's too much dex for a mage, but... Well, not very many good things, but I don't know, it's the challenge that really matters, I think. Sitting here wondering where to go next. I guess Doom would be the way to go. I do want to try the Lost Treasure out a little bit. Once I level, I want to go back and see if I can do the Island of the Sunless Sea. I mean, I don't really have any upgrades on my gear, but I feel like I'll just have enough dexterity to where my chance to hit goes up. Maybe if I get a new bow, I can do it. Just seems like I wasn't quite there. All in all, I'd say Purgatory was about like normal. A little bit harder in the middle, but once I got like, you know, a couple stat points, it was fine. A lot easier than the Hell 1 Purgatory, that is for sure. Anyway, I'll catch you guys next time.